Hi everyone, welcome to our latest video. Really pleased to be able to show you today this behemoth of a bike in the shape of a Triumph Tiger 1200 Explorer XC. Now this Explorer is a 2013 13 plate and she's covered just 19,700 miles from new. And whilst compared to many of the low mileage bikes that we sell, 19,700 miles is certainly up there for mid-Essex motorcycles. I think the clue's in the title really of this bike, Explorer, and it is a bike that's designed to be ridden whether it's to your local bike meet or cross-continental. And obviously she's 5 years old, so she's covered just under 4,000 miles a year from new. But I have to say, she's had a charmed life, I feel. It's a really nice clean example. So many of these adventure bikes, as indeed they should be, you know, are ridden in all weathers and taken to places that other bikes can't and won't reach. But she's very, very clean, and as I say, clearly not had a particularly hard life at all. And we'll do some close-ups as we go around the bike just to give you an indication of how clean she is. Okay, so what are we looking at with an XC? Well, top of the range at the time. And according to Motorcycle News 5-star review, the Triumph Tiger 1200 is faster, more powerful, more comfortable and better equipped than the equivalent BMW GS. Now, I suspect, you know, that may have changed over the years, obviously as bikes evolve. There is a replacement 1200 Tiger now, as there is new and improved BMW GS's, but it really is, it's a lovely looking bike. It is huge, particularly with the 3-part luggage on the back, but it's also fast. And I think, you know, to have a, you know, a big fast bike that you can load up with luggage and a pillion and not really notice too much difference in performance is a real bonus in my eyes. So she's powered by, you guessed it, a Triumph 3-cylinder triple, 1215cc, and that engine puts out about 135 horsepower. So certainly in the adventure bike market, it's certainly up there with the highest performers. And obviously the benefit of the 3-cylinder engine is you still get, you know, sort of reasonably high revs. I think the red line on this is 10,000 RPM, but you do get a lot of low down torque as well, similar to a twin. So a really nice broad spread of power. And on this XC model, you have the spoked alloys, or spoked rims, so 17-inch rear and a 19-inch front, just designed to give you a little bit more control in the rough stuff. And you also see that she's fitted with the engine crash bars, left and right. Got these really effective additional, I mean, people call them fog lights, but auxiliary riding lights. Hand guards. A quite substantial screen, and all that's a standard screen. It's quite a substantial screen. I'm just under 6 foot and it offers plenty of wind protection for me. But that's also adjustable. You can see the engine guard on the left hand side there as well. We've got an aluminium bash plate just to protect the exhaust and engine sump from some of the rockier stuff that might get thrown up. This one's also fitted with a Triumph radiator guard, which ultimately serves the same purpose as the sump guard, just to prevent any stones going through the radiator. We're also fitted with heated grips, and you can see there's two buttons there. The lower one there's for the heated grips, and the upper one is for those auxiliary riding lights that I just showed you. And we've also got a heated seat, although some of you might want to keep quiet about that if you carry a pillion, because unfortunately it doesn't have a heated rear seat, so I don't want any of you guys to be accused of favouritism, looking after the warmth of your own backside and neglecting your pillion. But as I say, she's in super condition, and we'll do some close-ups for you to show you that. Other than the usual sort of discoloration on the actual spokes themselves, you'll see the wheel rims are in exceptional order. None of the sort of usual substantial chipping or scuffs or scrapes that you get from a bike that's had a hard life or done lots of off-roading. I suspect this bike's never been off-road. Fork legs are all good. Body wise, she's absolutely immaculate. No marks or scuffs or scrapes to any of the bodywork anywhere. So if you're looking at this video, you're probably already aware that we benefit from shaft drive as well, so we haven't got the concern of adjusting a chain. So nice easy, low maintenance shaft drive. And you can see the panniers are also in excellent condition. So often we find panniers have got lots of dings and dents and scratches and scuffs, which is difficult to avoid. We've got a huge top box there. Again, the pannier on the right hand side as well. Even the rear shock, as you'll see. As I say, we're just under 20,000 miles. She's not going to be perfect, but I certainly think it's probably one of the cleaner examples of its kind out there with that mileage. And again, just take you down to that rear wheel. Might be a little bit dark, but okay, so you also see she's currently sat on her centre stand, obviously centre stand and a side stand, and along with the 3-part genuine Triumph luggage, you see we've also got this extremely handy expandable Triumph tank bag, and despite the fact that it looks like it's in the way, I can assure you when you sat on the bike, one's field of vision to the instrument panel is completely unobscured. I mean, you can get loads of stuff in that. I mean, perfect for wallets and phones and just the usual sort of everyday stuff that you need to carry, but there's substantial amount of space in that tank bag as well. Okay, we'll just start her up for you. You'll see the instrument panel do its self-check. and it skews the camera just for 1 second because we will have to pull the clutch in. As I say, quite a large bike, so we have to lean over. And there you can see the mileage there, 19,753. You see the ABS light flashing there, so she's also fitted with Triumph factory ABS, and that light obviously stops flashing once you reach 4 or 5 miles an hour, just as a safety check, system safety check. Just while she's warming up a little bit, because that started from completely cold. She also benefits from a full service history. Prior to arriving with us, she had 4 stamps in the service book, and we've just carried out a major service ourselves just under 30 miles ago, including engine oil and filter, spark plugs, air filter, valve clearance check, brake fluids, and a coolant flush. And also brand new front brake pads as well. So, as with all our bikes, we get all the preparation done in advance, so she's ready to go, and there's no unforeseen or nasty surprise future costs. A bit of a blip for you. While we're running, just show you, just turn the bars a little bit there. And show you those auxiliary riding lights, and they're really quite bright. You can see one of these coming up in your rear view mirror in a car with all the lights blazing. It certainly is quite an imposing bike. You will find that people get out of your way quite quickly. Okay, so there's a walk around video of our Triumph Tiger 1200 Explorer XC. She's a 2013 13 plate with 19,700 miles. Just undergone a major service by ourselves, so she's ready to go, and this bike's available at 7495. I hope you enjoyed the video.